Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for this edition of Business Over Brunch. My name is Kima. I am your host and creator. I am also the senior publicist of Maddie Clay, Branding and Public Relations, and agency director for Redhead Creative Media Group. So, in the next few episodes, we're going to be talking about how to get started in the beauty industry. If you're looking to create your own product brand or you want to have more knowledge about maybe a future endeavor. So, I'm super excited about today's guest. We have Miss Jasmine Ryans. She is the creator of Soul Tree Natural Products. So, Jasmine, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Gorgeous smile. Thank you so much for being a part of today's conversation.
Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure to be able to talk with you and your
Of,
audience today.
of course, so I'm ready to dive into the conversation, but of course, we always know it is brunch time. So this morning, I'm going to enjoy me a little Tazo passion tea. So, what are you having for brunch today?
I didn't get a chance to grab anything, but I should have grabbed me some water because I need some more water.
It's
Um,
good, all right. Well, we definitely know the importance of staying hydrated. So let's go ahead and talk while everyone else is enjoying their brunch. So it's Saturday. Let's have a great conversation. So, Jasmine, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So, again, as she mentioned, my name is Jasmine Ryans. I am the founder of Soul Tree. And Soul Tree is a health and beauty manufacturing and distribution company that specializes in hair care, skin care, and beard care products. And we offer white labeling services, which is something a lot of people honestly haven't been too familiar or aware about, but is definitely beneficial for businesses that are in the service industry for health and beauty, especially hairstylists and barbers. And we are definitely looking to partner with more small businesses in those in that particular industry, and just help them more so in educating them on how adding retail products to the services that they provide can be beneficial for not only them but their clientele as well.
Awesome. I definitely want to learn some more about it. So, what was your inspiration? I see that you have a pharmaceutical background. So, what was your inspiration for starting Soul Tree as well as coming up with that name?
So Sultry actually started, I was more so focused on just a hair care product that my daughter and I could use. This first time mother, I was so healthy conscious. I wanted to make sure everything that I was using on me and my daughter was safe. And when it came more so to personal care products, specifically for products that were marketed to us, women of color, it was a lot of products that were full of toxins and chemicals.
Right.
And a lot of people in the African American community were not educated or misinformed
Mhm.
about how these particular ingredients and chemicals can have effects on our health long term. And this was big for me. Um, a lack of knowledge and awareness is what causes a lot of issues in our society. So I wanted to create a brand where we not only create products, but also educate on the benefits of holistic ingredients and living a holistic lifestyle to encourage overall growth and wellness and wholeness for the mind, body, and soul. And so that's where Soul Tree came from. Sultry is pretty much like a triple entendre. It has a lot of meanings to it, but it really means the TRE is actually a prefix. I just flipped it and did a little wordplay, and it means homestead in Cornish. So I was really big on saying that your soul is where, or your home is where your soul is, and because I am a faith based and I am a believer, I am truly big on that, putting God first in everything that I do. So the soul tree represents the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity, and it also represents the mind, body, and soul, which are the whole three parts of a human being. Like we all have those three parts. They all have a function. They all correlate and work together. There's no separation. They all play a part. They all have a different function, but it's all one being. So that's how Soul Tree was created.
Awesome. I love everything about that. I love, the thoughtfulness that you gave to the name. Of course, we always have our why. So I'm always loving to hear, when people use their personal reason behind building that brand, because you know it gives that much more meaning to what it is, and that you've given that extra step and those extra miles into making sure that you're putting out a quality product. So you mentioned earlier that white labeling is not, you know, a term that a lot of people are familiar with. So tell us a little bit about that. And is there a difference in white labeling or in private labeling, or is that the same thing?
So, white labeling and private labeling are similar. There are slight differences as far as when it comes to just customizations. So, with white labeling, you pretty much you are legally permitted to take a product that another company has manufactured and put your branding on it. So, with private labeling, you're doing the same thing, but you also have more range as far as customization and working with the manufacturer to come up with a customized formulation that's only for your brand. But with white labeling, we have a list or there are products that you can actually choose from that are already formulated. You don't have any options of customizations, but
Gotcha.
you get to choose from a range of different products that we already carry and that you can get your branding on those particular products.
Awesome. So I already learned something, because I thought white labeling and private labeling was the same thing. So I'm glad we had this conversation. So when you built Sultry, like what was that process like for you creating your brand, and then how did you get to where you are now with offering that white labeling and wholesale options that you provide?
Just because of how my personality is, I'm really big on sharing and giving people options. I always feel like giving people options. I love being able to allow people an opportunity to choose what they want that works for them, and give them that luxury. So when I first started Soultree, I was one of those people where I'm like, ooh, I want to have like 20 different products, but realistically, I couldn't start with all those products.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, after going through different formulations, going through different collections, different lines, and just experimenting, getting more clarity with my brand and developing and improving the products over time, I ended up like creating a catalog of products. So I was trying to think of different creative ways of how can I utilize these products without always having to discontinue them. And that's when the wholesaling and the white labeling came into play, and just learning how to incorporate that in what I do now, and giving other businesses, small businesses, and opportunities, and even nonprofits and corporations an opportunity to do something creative with this as well, so they can help build brand loyalty and brand recognition on their end.
I love it. So it's always, you know, that next step. So this is where we are. This is where we're going. This is how we're going to get there. So a really good progression. So we previously spoke with a cosmetic chemist, and she mentioned she gave really high regards to private labeling and white labeling as a beginning point for people who are looking to build a brand. So what are some, you mentioned the differences between white labeling and private labeling. What are some other key benefits that someone can look forward to if they decide to, you know, reach out to you and, you know, white label their products?
That's the most exciting part for me. The whole reason why I even entertain that option, and providing that service, because it provides an opportunity for businesses or brands to build their brand visibility. And it puts them in a position over their competition, because a lot of service-based businesses, whether they're hairstylist salons, they have products. They do have products, but they're
Mm-hmm.
not products that are branded to them. So you're pretty much, in the sense, still selling for another company, and it's not yours. When you have clientele that are coming in, and they're coming in trusting you to provide them with a service, they automatically are going to trust you when it comes to
Right.
products that you recommend to help maintain the services that you're providing. So if you already have those products in place in your establishment, and you set yourself up in a way where you can demonstrate and show them how to use those products while you're using them on them, and explain to them why you're using them, what's in them, what they can do, and they can have the confidence to be able to take these products home and be able to effectively use them, because now they've already literally gotten a tutorial on them. And when they get home and they see the product, every time they see it, they're going to attach it to your brand because it has your branding on it and not another company. So that also puts you in a position to earn a higher ROI, or return on an investment, because you're getting these products at a lower cost than you would versus wholesale, because you're pretty much just getting them half off of the retail price that that company is suggesting for a retail price. But with white labeling, which is similar to the private labeling, you're getting them at a lower cost than you would even at wholesale.
Wow.
And you are in control of the pricing, so you can set your retail price. So even though it's a company here in New York and a company here in Georgia that bought the same beard wash from our company, with different branding, different marketing, and different clientele, the one in Georgia could be charging $20 for that one wash, but the one in New York could be charging $40. But
Right.
that's their business, because at this point, they are legally allowed to set whatever retail price they want to for that product because it's theirs.
Awesome. That is really good information to know. So with wholesaling, if you say this product is $30, you sell it, I'm giving it to you for 15. When you put it on your shelf, it has to be $30 because my name is still attached to it. There's
Right.
no flexibility with that.
But if you're white labeling, you could have bought that product for $10 and sold it for $40 because
Right.
you own it. It's yours. And that's
Awesome.
what I was explaining. Like, that's the best part, because you have an opportunity to have a higher ROI, a higher profit margin, when it comes to those retail products. And honestly, because of the quality of the products, they can sell themselves. All
Mhm.
you have to do is demonstrate, use them. And if you're already in a position where you have an existing clientele already, this benefits you, especially during everything that we have going on. You don't know what could happen. We could be sheltered in place again. And
Right.
in this event, you will be prepared, because now you may not be able to provide them services, but now you're in a position to showcase your professionalism, showcase your expertise, do more videos and tutorials, and show them how to use those products, and give them the option to either have a subscription box, or have
Mhm.
them have the option of curbside pickup where they can order the products. Or even if you're in a position to continue to provide those services, add a option where they can add those products when they're doing their next, or scheduling their next appointment.
Right.
So when the next time they come in, they can pick up their product.
Yeah. So I hope you guys are taking notes, because Jasmine just gave some really good options or ideas in regards to how you can continue to move your brand forward should we get sheltered in place again, which I honestly think it's coming. It may not be as long, but I do think it's coming. And that's one thing that I heard a lot of last year, especially when we first got into this point where stylists weren't offering consultations, they didn't have shopping lists, they didn't have products that they could send their clients home with. So this is a perfect option, like you said, to be able to add on an extension of your brand that you can continue to move forward with. Should we have to have a plan B, C, or even plan D? So cost a lot of times is a starting or stopping point when someone is thinking about creating their own brand. And of course, you've already mentioned that white labeling does give you a lower price point than wholesale. Is definitely lower than if you start from the ground up by reaching out to a chemist or a manufacturer. If someone were to reach out to you, ideally, how should they budget to get ready to get their brand started?
Ideally, at a minimum, you can start off, and I kid you not, with less than $1,000, a little bit less than $1,000. You can start at a whole line with 3 products, 24 of each product, and they'll be branded. And with that, you can get assistance with, as far as like your marketing, on the best route, just sharing tidbits to help you
Mhm.
be as successful as possible. Because if you come back to us to get your products, that's a win for all of us. So we're definitely really big on being involved in the process with you, because we want to make sure that you're getting the best and getting the most out of your purchase, and really understanding how this can really benefit not just you but your clientele as well, because now you're in a position to provide them with products that actually work. Um, but $1,000 can get you three products, three different products, and 24 of each product. With our company, our minimum order quantity is 24.
Okay.
Even if you do decide to just get individual products, our order quantity, well, our minimum order quantity is 25, and we suggest that you order even in 20 increments of 25, but we do have other options as well, different packages,
Mhm.
depending on what you're looking for. So if you're looking to just start with one product and just build on from there, you do have that option. And even with the white labeling services, you may want the full service where you get the labeling design, logo design. We have specific packages for that. And then we have options for individuals that are like, hey, I just want products. I have somebody that can do the labeling and all that. I have my logo already. I just need products in a bottle. We have that option as well. But again, the minimum order quantity will start with 25. And then we assist you in setting up an account and having an account manager that can help you with reordering and look into getting you discounts depending on your order quantity, because our minimum is 25, but our maximum is 1,000 because we're really big on quality.
Right.
And to make sure we have a premium quality products, we prepare them in small batches. So we are really big on focusing on small businesses that aren't really big on trying to keep a lot of inventory on hand,
Mhm.
but looking to just have those options of being able to provide premium quality products to their clientele.
Awesome. That was going to be my next question about how involved you are with the process. So that's awesome because sometimes it's just some people are like you said, they just want the product and they'll do it themselves. And then some people really need you to hold their hand and do everything for them throughout the process. So I do like that you have both of those options for both ends of the spectrum, as well as starting small and growing together from there. So that is awesome. So I do want to ask you about the products because we want people to also be able to look to you as a resource. So I know that you use a term called cosmeuticals. Did I say that right? With the products that you offer.
So they're referred to as cosmeceutical products,
Cosmeceuticals.
and it's pretty much combining cosmetics and pharmaceuticals together when it comes to the functionality and the benefits of it. They have the benefits of a cosmetic as far as the outer appearance, but also the benefits and functions of a pharmaceutical product where they can help improve or reduce different conditions or effects of the body. Um, for healing purposes. Uh, I don't really speak too much on that, but that's what our focus is because we're really big on health and wellness. And we not only want you to look good, but we want you to feel good and make sure the
Right.
products are good for you. Because I recently, well, this year, I big chop my hair again. I actually had blonde hair. And I've been using different products, even the products from the men care line, just to
Mhm.
show people how the products work, how safe they are, and how multi-purpose they are. And that's really big when it comes to your products and your selling points and benefits and features of the products. Um, I love using the products. I love experimenting with them and being able to show my clientele, and that's why I love being hands on and allowing them to
Mhm.
interact with real people, so they can see what they're getting and know that they can trust who they're working with. And we're really big on family. And I don't feel like when you start automating and doing all these things,
Right.
you kind of lose that feel. Because I want this to be, this is a new thing that I've been doing, but I want people to create diamond legacies. And I call them diamond legacies because they're real, they're unique, but they're everlasting. And you want something that's going to last outside of you, outlast you,
Mhm.
outlive you. And that takes time, and that takes relationships. And you can't have relationships without people. So I'm really big on being involved and learning because people grow and evolve and we want to be able to do that with you.
Right. I love that term. And of course, your background helps with that. So, one more question in regards to that cosmeceuticals. I hope I said that right. So, with your background in pharmacology, does that also allow you to formulate for others, or do you just have what you've done and then you offer that for the white labeling and wholesale?
So, what I have done is most of my formulations I contract with a facility that does all the manufacturing for
Okay.
me as far as the testing and the stability. And then they send the products back to us. So, I don't do any customizations at the moment yet. That's something that we would like to grow to. But at the moment now, we just have our specific products that we offer, and then you can choose from those particular products if you want to create a line with those products. And then, of course, because we are still growing, we will eventually start adding more products as well. But right now, we just starting with a few options because we don't want to
Awesome.
overwhelm anybody.
Right. I've been on the website and you do have some amazing options. So we definitely want people to go to your website, Sultry Natural Products, shop, of course. And if you're interested in starting a beauty brand, definitely reach out to Jasmine in regards to what you need to do, what those next steps are. So we know that you recently celebrated a grand opening in Georgia and maybe also in Florida. Has that already been done as well?
Yes, I had the opportunity to place some of our branded skincare products in a boutique in Miami, Florida, at the Pivot Market. So they're still there. Some of them are still there. So if you are in the Miami, Florida area and you happen to be there, you can stop by Pivot Market. It's called Pivot Market, and ask for Sultry. And we have some products there, but we do have some products that we sell retail. We only have three of them, and that is our Sultry Trio set, which is available online for purchase. We definitely have those sets. We have a few left for the holidays, so if you want to, we have our $60 special. Go ahead and grab them, because we are we don't do a lot of products. We do small batches, so grab them while you can.
Right.
But for the white labeling, it is really exclusive, so you have to have a passcode for that to get in. And the passcode is Diamond Legacy, all caps. Diamond Legacy. So those that are interested and want to get involved in the white labeling and they want to start their own or start their own branded product, that would be the passcode you use to get into it. And you'll go under the shop and it'll say white diamond package, I believe. And you can go under there and it'll have the packages that we offer for hair care and beard care, and then the individual products that you could get if you're not interested in having a package, because the package option that we have include three different products for
Okay.
each package. So
Awesome. So everybody make sure you get that. Go to Sultry Natural Products, go to shop and click on the white diamond package
yes,
and the password again for us.
it is Diamond Legacy, all caps.
Awesome. So everybody make sure that when you're looking for those options that you definitely want to check out these products. You know here that it is woman owned, it's black woman owned. She has a background in pharmacology, so you already know that the products are going to stand up to what they have because she's used her wonderful background to create a quality product for you. So what else do you have in store for Sultry as you continue to grow the brand? What can we look forward to in 2022?
Well, on the retail side, with our skincare Sultry Trio, we will be having our products in Switzerland. So that is exciting. Um, Make sure you go follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Sultry, SOULTRELLC. And I share information on that. And make sure you sign up for the email listing because occasionally I do reach out to the family and send them news and let them know about different boutiques that we'll be in. But we will be in Switzerland in January 15th. And I'll be posting more information about the location and the boutique and sharing about that. So make sure you go check out the page. Make sure you follow, and share.
Yes.
Please share with your family and friends. We trying to make hair and skin healthy again. That is really definitely big for us, and then educating our people on how to keep our hair and skin healthy. Um, but We may also be in Dubai in February, so I'm definitely excited about that too. So, like, make sure you guys are following, make sure you guys are staying, keeping tabs, because we may not share a lot, but when we do share, we share big things, and we want to make sure that everyone is involved, because we know we cannot do it without you. So,
Awesome. Congratulations on everything. Definitely looking forward to staying connected and see everything that you have going on. This has been a wonderful conversation. Jasmine, thank you again for
thank
joining us.
you.
I have learned some really good things today. And that is always a part of, the conversation. Every day that you live is a day that you learn. So I've gained some really good information and some really good things to consider. Is there anything that we didn't touch on? Any last words that you think will be beneficial if anyone is looking to go into white labeling or wholesale as an option?
I would say with white labeling, I would really have fun and be creative with it. I've also propose this option to nonprofits. It's a way that you can collaborate with a for-profit business to bring more awareness about the causes that you have, and a way for you to earn money as well to fund your nonprofit. So that was another thing that I was looking into, because I was like, so how can I help the community as a whole with white labeling? So the not collaborating with nonprofits and working with corporate companies as well for events, and bringing more awareness to their corporations and organizations or nonprofits that they're working with as well. It's just different fun and exciting ways that you can use white labeling, and I want people to kind of open their mind and expand their thinking and think outside of the box and how they can use white labeling, because there are so many different ways you can benefit from it, even if you're not a business owner. It's just a way you can build a personal brand. Just things outside of, normally people have their shirts and their pins and their mugs. You can give a product
Mhm.
and put your branding on there. You can provide products for movies or product placement. They just a lot of things that you can do with these products, and I want people to kind of be able to think outside the box and learn how they can support other small businesses, and how they can get their name and bring more awareness to their brand in a more creative and unique way. So
Awesome. So I hope you've given us a lot to consider, some really good information, really good points, and I'm definitely excited for everything that you have going on. I know you have a wonderful team behind you, so I'll definitely be connected with you in some way. So again, Jasmine, thank you so much for joining us today. We want to remind you that Business Over Brunch is now available every first and third Saturday. We air on YouTube and Spotify. Thank you again to our guest, Miss Jasmine Ryans. She is the creator of Sultry Natural Hair Products. Again, my name is Kima. I am your host and creator. And until the next time, enjoy whatever is on your brunch menu and be blessed.